Final night of the fall recap, and well, let's get into it. One of the things that was weird, kind of watching Saturday night recap and Sunday night back to back, was the lack of red marker use Sunday. He didn't even the red marker didn't even make an appearance until curtain 6 songs in, and I feel that's kind of a sign of the show. The lack of red marker shows the lack of red marker moments. I was there. It was a good show. It was just a good show. It wasn't necessarily a tour closer. A lot of heat from the message boards about it, but FZ always just a beacon of sunshine and positivity. And that's what we got. Mentioned Mound being a song liked by everyone. I wouldn't put myself in that category. It's okay. But again, it's these sort of comments, these opinions that we know and love. Also, a little bit loose. The whiteboard, I've mentioned a couple times, it gives a certain structure. It gives him a streamlined approach. Not for this recap. He went from Frost mid first set, jumped right into second set. Didn't even bother with the end of the first set. Decided he wanted to start busting out the red marker. Understandable. Wingsuit getting some recognition. He's a Wingsuit fan. Yeah, all right. Again, it's just one of these F Zappa opinions and takes that might ruffle some feathers, but that is why I appreciate those opinions much more than the actual song itself. Wingsuit made a great point about Boogie On. Kind of left that one hanging. And if you noticed, I like looking at the comments or the description in his videos. He threw in a few hashtags, one of which was hashtag 4-minute Boogie On. I don't know if that's something that's sweeping the internet. But 4-minute Boogie On is about as crazy as having a 45-minute waste. You're like, that's not adding up. That time should be a little bit different for that song, especially that late in the set. But from there, he mentions Rise, gives Rise a little bit of credit. Rise, it's an all right song. Weird set to close the last set of the fall tour on, but he's not focused on that, just the positive. From there, not a whole lot of talk of Chalk Dust Reprise, one of the more out there moments of the show. Not too out there of a moment for considering the tour closer. I forgot After Midnight. He kind of forgot that too a little bit. He did make a comment to me which sort of summed up the fall tour in a lot of ways. They didn't have enough time to even warm up. I think that says it all right there. It's one of those tours where people are knocking it, the worst tour in 3.0, whatever, all that negative nonsense, which, again, here's an idea. Just stop listening to the band. If you don't get positivity out of it, okay, fine. But why spend time being negative about something? I don't know. But for me, I think the actual show was made up for by the end of the recap. Specifically, the moment of just taking the red marker, spiking it, just spikes it. The red marker just flies to the ground, and he follows up with a boom, like just a full-on choreographed ending. That's the kind of work and planning that I think we would like from a Phish fall tour closer. F Zappa gives us it right there for the recap, ends on a high note. Ultimately, just no matter about the Phish recaps always leave you wanting more. I'll still pay money to see him. I'll still travel. But I'd still like more. FZ, I'm always like, did he get the whiteboard in? Okay, yeah. Red marker, the latest addition to the F Zappa starter kit. Actually, Chomper Talk. Was there even Chomper Talk on this? That may knock it down a little bit. Only 2 out of 3, you're automatically kind of down in like the 2/3 percentile. I don't know. But all in all, good recap tour. Went down to Charleston, spent most of the time just walking around, hoping he may be there. Didn't pay much attention to the show, but got my fix afterwards. So that's that. Hope everyone enjoyed the tour. Hope everyone enjoyed the recaps. My boy Martin Luther King says, last time I was at Phish in Chucktown, I was strolling through the halfway at halftime and saw FZ in the flesh. I was at that show. which means I was in the same building as FC and didn't see him. Jeez. Here's something though. Here's something to keep me going. After the Charleston show in the middle of the night, woke up, you know, saw the YouTube the recap, and then saw a few comments from the man himself. If you go back and look, I think the first one was 12-1, and then I think 12-2. He went back and checked those out, made a few comments on the videos. Just nice that somehow one day my world may intersect with his world in person. As hopefully it will with you, MLK. All right, that's it. Any questions, comments, feel free to throw them in there throughout the next 30 seconds. Otherwise, I'll say so long. Oh, a big moment or a tease, the 28th. Are we getting a recap on the 28th? That's a Saturday. So I don't know if he's already got plans this far in ahead for a Saturday. I did think about the fact that regardless of when or where, what time of year, on those Fridays and Saturdays and Sunday shows, he's there at his house around 12 o'clock, just waiting for him to drop. I kind of wonder if the recaps have maybe cut into his social life a little bit. Maybe he's saying, you know what, I'm going to go out on a Saturday for once instead of hanging out couch touring. I don't know. Either way, might have to a vigil on the 27th. Did a vigil before Dick's, kind of trying to summon him back from the controversy, from the abyss. But and it worked. So may have to do a seance or something just to get the man back for the 28th. All right, I guess that's that. Yeah. I guess if y'all got any questions or anything you want to know, feel free to post them. May do a comment response, a Q&A response. I'll be a little bit antsy. I got nothing to do, frankly, between now and the 28th. Maybe the 29th. The football recaps are what they are. But, all right, we'll leave it at that. Godspeed. God bless. FZ speed. FZ bless. God, FZ, kind of one and the same at this point. All right. Boom.